It's Glenny here, and welcome to my Inner Compass Yoga Nest. It's a Monday morning. It's earlier than normal, but here I am, and here you are. So the good thing is you can watch this whenever it suits you. So let's get started this sunny Monday morning. Together we don't trip over backwards because that would be bad. And come to the center of your mat, shoulder circles. It's a little cooler here this morning, so we're going to do some standing poses. Waking up our shoulders. I like to go up, around, down, and back more than the other way, but let's change directions and go forward a little bit, back, around, up, and forward. And then take your arms and feet out, right palm up. We're going to wring our towel, kind of like a jazz dance, jazz hand. You're flipping one hand and then the other, and you're one shoulder forward, the other shoulder forward. Just really waking up our shoulders this morning. Wringing our towel. Hands going opposite directions. Or maybe they want to, play around with it. And then bring your hands down to your sides. Feet hip distance apart, toes leading the way, head light, hips holding the way, shoulders up, around, down, and back. Reach through the crown of this wonderful head. And then inhale, sweeping your arms up, hands together, and exhale down as we test out the waters of this Monday morning atmosphere together. Exhaling down, inhaling up. Beautiful day. This time we're going to inhale, take a step to the left. Exhale your legs together. Inhale a step to the right, my right. Exhale together, so feel free to follow me in whichever, either by word or by visual. Inhaling up, exhaling legs together. Inhaling up, exhaling legs together. Let's take our hands on our knees and elbows back. We're going to inhale, look up. Exhale, tuck your chin and curl and roll it down. Slide your hands past your knees. Inhale, slide your hands up towards your thighs. Look up. Cat-cow from this place. Let's find our hip distance apart, shoulders up, around, down, and back. Take your right foot, the toes back, and sort of stretching the tops of your feet by having that toe, gentle weight of your leg on the tops of your toes as you reach them back. Then these lower ribs here, take your thumbs to your lower ribs, pinkies to your hip bones, and with an inhale expansion, with an exhale, so you can slide your rib bones gently in toward and down towards your hips. So going from this to that, which is a wonderful place to maintain. Let's inhale our right leg up. Take your arms out to a V for victory with our leg up. And then let's slowly take your leg back and find an airplane this morning. Your standing leg can be softly bent so that you're not locking your knee. Fingertips raised long, reaching long behind you, scap sliding down towards your hips. Foot flexed, heel reaching to the back wall. Let's inhale, come up to our V for victory, and exhale, back to our, and we need to come down to the floor, back to our airplane. We'll do two more of those. Oh, it's a windy day in here. The inner compass nest is windy. Altogether, we want 3, your time, your breath, your exploration. Maybe you do 1. Maybe you do 5. It's your practice. I'm simply suggesting, and then take it back down. The loosey-goosey. Or knocking on heaven's door. A nice way to smooth out our bodies, get ready for the week with breath, calm, and ease. Again, hip distance apart, shoulders up, around, down, and back. We're going to ground down through our right leg this time. Take the backs of your left foot toes facing the ground, so they're pointing back behind you as you're stretching the top of the feet. Taking your thumbs to your lower ribs, other fingers to your hip points. As we inhale, expansion, and exhale, slide the lower ribs towards your hips. Really connecting with your core. It engages your core. And as from that core engaged place, we're going to hinge forward, lift the back leg if we can. You can take your arms out to a T. You can take them back behind you. Standing legs softly bent, fingers reaching long and back behind you. And then we can come up to our, maybe you touch your foot to re-equilibrate. And come up to this place. Inhale. And then your next exhale, take it back down to your airplane place. Fingers reaching long, back behind you, looking down, maybe a little bit forward and down. Coming back up. V for victory, your arms at a T. Maybe circle your foot a couple of times one way, a couple of times the other way. And then take it back down to your airplane. Palms down, fingers reaching long, back behind you. Lifted leg, foot flexed, reaching back, looking straight down. And then bring it back down. As again, we find our sway, our happy slappy. And then I'd like us to take your outer edges, line them up to the outer edges of your outer mat. So the outer edges of your feet are straight and lined up with the outer edges of your mat. We're going to inhale, butt back, sort of like a chair. And exhale, hands back. Inhale, lower, exhale, straighten. So your butt's going straight back. If your knees at all feel strange, toe heel in and find the place that feels good for you, because that's really important. If it doesn't feel right, adjust your feet. That was simply a suggestion. So you exhale, hands back, push behind you. Inhale, lower, exhale, push it back, stand. Three more. Okay. Glue your legs together, your feet together, knees together, shoulders up, around, down, and back, hands by your side, mountain. Maybe your eyes are closed. Is a sort of balance, proprioceptive balance challenge. Again, tucking your chin gently, reaching through the pointy part of your head. Lengthening your neck. Really sort of lifting your toes, spreading them wide. Feeling the spacious ease of lengthening with each breath. Ease into our joints, into our bones, into our muscles, lengthening easefully. This is mountain. Open your eyes, soften your gaze. We're going to do a sun salutation as we inhale, look up, hands touching. Exhale, cut it down to a forward fold. Tickle your toes. Slide your hands up your calves for a flat back. Exhale it down again. Step your right foot back, left foot forward for a lunge. Take your right hand down, inhale your left arm up, and soar in your lunge. Bring it, exhale it down. Find your plank, left foot back. We're in our plank. Maybe heels rock back, rock forward, so you're stretching the muscles of your calves, you're exploring your ankle joints, you're looking down. Find a place where your shoulders are over your elbow creases, which are rotating around, facing forward. We're going to inhale here, exhale down dog. And then follow your breath, inhaling to plank, and exhaling to down dog. Two more. Inhale plank, exhale down dog, one more. Come back to plank. Belly down to the ground, elbows back, forehead to the ground, toes to the ground. Inhale, look up, cobra. Maybe sway your cobra. Little movement in your cobra, and then take it back down. Back to your plank, your downward dog. Walk yourself to the top of your mat, to your forward fold. Grab your hands to your elbows, window, head in the window. Bending your knees softly to whatever, you don't have to lock your legs straight, please don't. You're going to softly bend, keep those knees soft. And flat back, sliding your hands to your thighs, finding the length in your neck. There's an extension of the length of your neck from your tailbone. Exhale, fold. And then just roll it up. Sweeping your hands all the way to extended mountain pose, looking up, and hands to heart. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. With an inhale, sliding up to a halfway lift, elongating the spine. Exhale, curling and rolling it down. Stepping your left foot back. Finding a lunge, your right knee is over your right ankle. You're in your nice lunge. Left hand grounds down. Inhale your right arm up for a nice stretch and reach this morning. Take a breath here. And on your next exhale, take it down to frame your front foot. Step back into plank. Inhale. You're going to come forward. Make sure your elbow pits are sort of shining forward. Inhale. Exhale, lower your belly. Forehead to the mat. Hands back by your rib cage. You're going to, on your next inhale, sway your cobra. Bring it up. A little movement. And then exhale it down. Back to your plank. Inhale. Exhale down dog. This time let's take our right foot tall. Step it forward and gradually find in your time, find your way to warrior one. So let's just take our hands to our hips and our warrior ones. We'll do our warrior one legs. Our knee is over our right knee over right ankle bent. Head like hips facing forward. An angle in the back foot. Feeling energy. Feeling that groundedness in the back foot. Outer edge. And as you're ready, you can imagine a beach ball that you're holding and raising overhead. So here we are in our warrior one. We're going to inhale our arms up. Exhale, open the chest. Inhale up and open. And up. With an inhale, exhale with an open. Maybe you take your gaze and follow your hands and you look up and shine your heart and exhale it down. Two more of those. Inhaling, looking up. Exhaling it open. One last one. then take your hands, clasp them behind you or hands to elbows as we hinge forward, humble warrior. Maybe your right shoulder and upper arm goes to your right thigh. Backs of your hands reaching long. As we release our hands, pivot on the back foot, take your knee down. As we inhale, rock back for a hamstring stretch. And exhale, lunge forward. Play with your range of motion this morning. Rocking back and forward and sinking forward. Playing with your body, exploring where it is today. And being grateful. Thank you, body. All of our bodies have quirks and foibles, and so moving with breath kindly really helps us tend to them and care for them. Okay, tuck your back toes under. Let's bring it back to our lunge, our standing lunge. Take your hands up, sort of a warrior one, but it's a runner's lunge. Inhale, arms together. Tap, exhale them to heart. Take your left elbow to your right knee. A lunge twist. Make a fist with the bottom hand, top hand open. For a little fulcrum action, you're going to press your top hand down into the fist to help you shine your heart and explore your twist a little. Bring your hands down to frame your front foot, step back into plank. We are in our plank. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. And take 3 nice long breaths, your breaths here. On your next inhale, take your left leg out straight, foot flexed, 3-legged dog. On your next inhale, bring it up to the front and find your way to your warrior one legs. Your front knee is bent over your front left ankle. You're feeling a connection down the back leg. The foot is grounded. If you're teetery like this, widen your stance a little bit. Give yourself a little more, not on a tight rope, but give yourself a little more hip distance apart. Shoulders up, around, down, back. Let's float our arms up and greet the imaginary beach ball. And then if we like, we can inhale, look up, and reach up, and exhale, sort of gently sink. Maybe it's a millimeter, and arms open, chest forward. Inhale, look up, sink a little, and exhale. Scaps hugging the spine and the back. Inhaling up, and exhaling, opening the chest, shining the heart. Taking our hands down, framing the front foot, and taking the back knee down. As we rock back and forward and explore your range of motion on this side today. On your next lunge forward, tuck your back toes under, come up again to your runner's lunge. As we find our runner's lunge, take your hands together, slide them down to your heart, right elbow, left knee, so look to the left, twist, explore your way down, right elbow, left knee, outer edge of your left knee, bottom fist, top hand open. And you're just playing a little bit with some pressure, gentle pressure, to explore your twist. Thinking of inhales, length of your spine, lengthening all the way up to the crown of your head, looking left. And then come back down, frame the front foot, plank. Inhale, exhale to tummy. Lowering slowly, forehead to the ground, belly to the mat. Inhaling your sweepy, sleepy, cobra. Exhaling it back down. And then pushing yourself back to all fours, where we take your knees wide, toes touching, sit your butt back onto your heels, walk your fingers forward, and extend and find your way to forehead to the mat. Child's pose. If you need, you can have a block. If your head doesn't want to go down, take your block, and that can help. And blocks can be on edges, so maybe you're up here, wherever it is you are. And then let's get our toes under. Find your squat. Wherever your squat is today, find your squat. Put my hand, get your hands at heart, squatting. And if you're ready, I know what we forgot. We forgot something, and I bet you already know what I forgot. So what we're going to do is find your way to standing from this place. And we're going to take our left foot forward and our right foot back. We're finding our way into warrior one legs. Bend the front leg. Shake your hands. Wah. Shoulders up, around, down, and back. Get your hands back. Clasp them, or hands to elbows. We're going to inhale, humble warrior. Exhale, hinge. And then your left shoulder is going to come to your left thigh as your hands reach back long behind you, finding your humble warrior. And then rise up, step forward, loosey-goosey. Then find your way back down to the seated place. We're going to do a little roly-poly action, but first, hip distance apart, we're going to hands under your knees. Inhale, lengthen, reach tall. Exhale, chin tuck, roll it back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl. You want to make sure there's nothing behind you, nothing in front of you. We're going to find your roly-poly. So tuck and roll. Find your little playful roll here. And the next time you come up, extend your legs long and take your hands, palms down. You're just going to paint your mat. As you inhale and then exhale, weight, lower vertebra by vertebra, all the way down, reading the ground, palms to the sky. Nice. Keep your palms down, actually. Slide your left heel up to your hip, right heel up to your hip. Pelvic curls, tilts. We're going to inhale. Let's play around with your lower lumbar with breath. Getting a little movement in there. Our backs can sometimes be painful. We have these long levers, these arms and these legs that can sometimes knock us out of whack in our spinal column. So all of this gentle, slow, breathing, re-equilibrating movement is important. Now we're going to find your neutral pelvis, neutral spine. You're looking straight up, so if you've noticed that your chin is like quite way high, and you're looking back behind you, gently guide your chin so that you're looking straight up overhead. We're going to do several bridges where we inhale, push through the feet, curl and roll up as your arms lift to the sky and go to the ground behind you. And then exhale, lower vertebra by vertebra as your hands synchronize and lower as well. Inhaling, curling and rolling and peeling it up. And exhaling, taking it down. More with your your movement, your flow. Maybe you adjust a little bit as we do this, because it's easy to have your butt slide away from your feet. Last one. And then take your left hand, left knee, right knee, Apanasana. As we first circle your feet a couple times one way and then the other way. Inhale, long arms. Exhale, bend your elbows and hug your thighs in towards your belly. Inhale, lengthening. Exhaling, hugging in. Then with your hands on your knees, just draw circles on the ceiling with your knees. Do a clockwise, do a circle one way a few times, a few rounds, and then reverse and go the other way. And take your soles of your feet together, Supta Baddha Konasana. The soles of your feet are together, your Supta, you're lying down, your palms are up. If you like, you can be out in a 45, or you can bend your elbows to cactus arms. In fact, let's do that. We're bending our elbows. Our palms are up. And what we're going to do is we're going to imagine a great big, you know those great big huge workout balls that you can sit on at your computer? We're going to imagine a big dandelion fluff energetic ball there in our space, and we're going to inhale open. With our knees and our palms and forearms, we're going to exhale, we're going to squeeze that energetic ball for that connection. Inhale, pull it open. Exhale to squeeze, core engagement, muscular activation. Inhale, pull it open. Exhale, squeeze, and pull it open. And squeeze, pull it open. One last squeeze. All the way closed. Your legs are closed. Your forearms are closed. And you lift your legs up. Inhale, exhale, curl up. We're just going to inhale, exhale, pulse. So you're just curling and pulsing your elbows up towards your knees. Inhale back, exhale, pulse forward. Give yourself a hug, curl yourself up to your knees, and then roll it back down. Take your legs long, stretch, feet flex. Slide your right leg up and arms out to a T, palms up. We're going to take your right leg over to the left for a nice little twist this morning. Come back to center. Take your leg long, lift the other one up. Take your left leg over to the right, looking left. So knee goes one way, the gaze goes the other. Coming back to center. Find your way into Savasana. So our legs are to the corners of your mat. You're just nice and relaxed, breathing the ground. Breathing. Filling and emptying. As you're ready, flex your feet really strong, 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 long legs, and relax. Slide your kneecaps up towards your thighs and gently engage your knees and relax. Squeeze your glutes really strong, engage them like rocks. Just squeeze them really nice and strong and then melt them to the mat. blades down to the mat. Lift your sternum, lift your chest, shoulder blades pushing down, and then re-greet the ground. Smooth your brow. Take your gaze to the right. Back through center, gaze to the left. Back to the sky. Slide your right heel and your left heel up. Let's roll onto a side. Fetal position. Nice. And as you're ready, push your way up to your comfortable seated place. As together we all sit. Maybe you kneel. Maybe sitting is hard and you have a block. And you sit on your block, which raises your hips, which makes it more comfortable for you to lengthen your back. And let's together take our hands to our heart as we inhale length from the base of our spine up to the crown of our head. And if you're comfortable, close your eyes. As together we enjoy the breath of the moment, inhaling together and exhaling. Inhale and exhale. Inhaling, thumbs to heart. Kindness in our hearts today. With your next inhale, thumbs to mouth. Kindness in our words today. And inhale, thumbs to forehead. Kindness in our thoughts today. Inhale, length. And exhale. Namaste. Have a great Monday, everyone. May you walk calmly and kindly into your Monday and week. And we'll see you again here next Monday at Inner Compass on behalf of Chilton Public Library. All the best to you. Bye now.